Something.
Hi, everybody. Give me 1 minute. Hey, Reese, how are you? I'm gonna tell. I don't know if Trisha know I'm live or not, but I'm gonna text her. Um, um. Okay, y'all. So I'm just waiting a few more minutes for some people to come in. And then I'm gonna talk. I guess you know I'm gonna dedicate this live to Joe, of Joseph of the McCray Kings, um, because out of all the people, I'll say, oh, okay, okay. Well, I did inbox it. Um, so I'm gonna try not to get emotional, y'all. Try not to cry, cause I love Joseph. I talked to Joseph. Like, okay, let me get through it. So anyway, I want to dedicate this to Joe and his family. You know, and even Tremel. Um, hey Trisha. Um, I just want to talk about how I end up getting to know Joseph and how we kind of foster a relationship or just a great friendship. We had, we did have a fallout, but we because of manipulation. But I forgive her too. Anyway, um, so back in I say in July of 2020, I was watching YouTube and I ran across a video of I think it was Tremel talking about be love. And I just wrote on his page and then um and then um I was waiting for them to go live again. I was like, who these two men? I like them. They funny. And I liked Joseph because Joseph, one of live was like a interview that they were doing with the Renties, and Joseph was like something about to get on his nerves and all that. So I was like, oh, I like them. So I kind of gravitated towards them, and um, we kind of talked. Me and Tramel, we kind of talked and all of that. And then Joseph has always been the kind of reserved type. He, in my opinion, he just he know how people was. One thing I noticed about Joseph, he was reserved because he knew how people was and how people talk and how people do. So, but when we talked and he realized that I was an Aries and he was an Aries, then he knew that I was good people. And so y'all like we talked throughout the summer, and I talked to Joe a lot. We I Joseph. So um we talked, and then we had, I don't like to drop a lot of names, but at one time we came together and we created a group. Um and the group was called like the I think it was the TBT squad. um and um we had a falling out about, with them, but um we still kind of still kind of close together. I don't have no issue with none of the people that we were in the group with. I don't have an issue with nobody. And um I was at that time I was mukbanging, and so Joseph used to tell me all the time. He was like, Monica, he said, I love Jayla. He loved Jayla. Because he said that my kids, Jamel and Jayla, reminded him of him and his sister, Tracy. He was like, that reminded me of me and Tracy, Jamel and Jayla fighting. That reminded me of that reminds me of me and my sister when we were little, fighting each other and stuff like that, and doing little stuff together. He always said that my children reminded me of reminded him of him and his sister Tracy. Um, he loved his sister. He talked about a lot about Tracy. Um, he did tell me about his sister's book. Um, and I read both of those books. I interviewed Tracy, and those the books are enjoyable. If y'all have not gotten her book, and I bought a hardback. I got the hardback to one, and then I read the other one. And he was so proud of his sister in that book. He was. He was so proud of his sister writing that book. And a lot of people like, how can you get on here and talk about somebody like that? I've been knowing both of them since 2020, and we fell out for about 2-3 months, and then we've been cool ever since when we came back together. And the last time I spoken to Joseph, we were talking about different things, um, but we always were cool. He always was real. He always gave a good, just don't piss him off. But he was always such a real person. And it's hard to find real people in this world. Like, Joseph was one of the real ones. And I don't care what no one says, he was a true light. and a great person to know. And it just saddens me because I really wanted to meet them both, because we knew we known each other for such a long period. We kind of fostered a relationship, and to know that things ended up the way that they ended up. I know that God, He don't have to suffer no more. He don't have to deal with the dialysis no more. I know that whatever what it was that was going against his body, he ain't got to deal with that no more. I know that. But sometimes you feel like things aren't fair, especially for someone is such an amazing person that you get to know. Um, like I said, we getting to know him and talking to him. It was not a bad vibe or anything like that at all. He may have been a little reserved because of life and because of people, and that's understandable. But when you really got to know, when we really, everyone got to know Joe, and I got to know him personally, he was a great man, hardworking, um, very proud, very proud. He was a very proud person. Even though some people may feel like they wasn't, he was a very proud person. He was a very genuine and loyal person. And, you know, not to see him, or we haven't spoken in a while, but he invited me to him and Tramel's anniversary. As usual, I can't make it because I got kids and I can't just go like that. But just to know that he thought enough of me to invite me, I appreciate that. We had a lot of laughs. We used to stay on the Instagram. I'm not gonna speak on the other people, but he was a part of that, and we used to all talk, and we used to just you know um, really just got to know each other, and you know I just feel like he just had a great life and a great family. He has a family that truly loves him. Y'all, I'm not gonna stay on this long because like I didn't even know what to come up here and say, because I just been sad about it ever since I learned about it, and to you know it just saddens me. And I just want to say, dude, I definitely want to say, I definitely want to know, take some pages from his book and be real. All of us need to be real. Be unapologetically you. You ain't got to change for nobody. And he always was like that. He was always real. Always. Um, but um I like I said, I mentioned the TBT squad. I mentioned, like we may if they if I introduced it to somebody and they fall out or whatever, Joseph used to tell me, he was like, Monica, it's your damn fault, bitch. Because you be bringing these people in our damn life. Hey, Jack and Little Edge. You bringing these people in our life, and then created all this shit. It's your fault. I'm like, Joseph, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Joseph. I used to laugh about that all the time, but he used to laugh. He did used to laugh. We both laughed about it, but he'd be like, "Bitch, it's your problem. You the one." He did. He did tell me. He was like, "Monica, bitch, you the one that sit up here and Brady introduce us to these damn people, and their asses ain't right." It should. I was like, then sometimes I'm like, "I'm sorry, man." He's like, I told you I don't do people. I know I did. And he cussed me out, like he cussed me out about that. He said, "That's the second time you done did us like that." I was like, I just be wanting y'all to be good people. He like, bitch, no. But he was, um, but we had he was like that man, like he has gave me an encouraging word. He sat there and at times sit there and watch me cry about some of the things that I go through. And he gave me encouraging words. And he was like, he always, when I wanted to say, like, it's been times on my life I shouldn't say some of the stuff. He was like, Monk, don't say. He was like, he said, oh, I already said it. So, yes, he was a beautiful person. And and I'm thank God that I met him because he had a different kind of strength in him. And I don't want to get on nobody's live. I'm gonna get on my live and say what I need to say about Joseph, the Joseph that I met, the bubbly personality, love to laugh, like just an all around real. Like I said, real. A lot of people can't get on here and say that they real. They have to mask. He didn't have to do that. He was himself. He spoke his truth. And if you piss him off, he gonna tell the truth. And he has had my back in situations, has in situations that I didn't even supposed to know about or anything like that. But when we had that falling out and you know, and we came back, and he was like, Monica, he was like, when I realized what was really going on, he was like, he said, when I wrote you that apology, he said, I just want to say Aries to Aries from the universe. I'm being real. He said, because he said, when we figured it all out, I knew that you was gonna believe me. And I did. Because he was a very genuine person, And I hate that I never I got wow. That's what I'm saying. Like he does that. He did do that. He did lift the people that he really did like and love. He did lift them up. He wasn't I ain't gonna, people, I don't care. Like everybody gonna talk a little shit about each other. Let me just say that. But
what is say my candy?
If your family, like family or whatever,
I got a lot of candy.
If you really do like people, you're gonna love them no matter what, But yeah, he meant, when we talked, it was always a great conversation. Me and Joe used to stay on the phone 2-3 hours. We be talking about all kinds of different stuff. We may be doing a little gossiping. And yes, he can be shady, but it was good shade, and then it's shady because you done got on his nerves. So, but he didn't mistreat nobody. I never seen him mistreat anybody. Did he read some people? Yeah. And he did. What? Hold on, y'all. All right, y'all, I'm back. So he just put that on. He just put that on Anastasia. He just put that on before we got on the line. I hate that I watched it and put it back in his drawer because he gonna watch it. He gonna watch it. Um, but yeah, my kids they loved Joseph and they loved Tramel too. They did call them they they did call them uncles. That was like, my baby, she used to be like, hey, Uncle Tramel, hey, Uncle Joe. And it just, we fostered a relationship. And even though like I said, even though we had to fall out, we came back together. When things happen, things don't never be the same, but you still have that same kind of respect for each other, the same kind of love. Um, and yeah, he definitely getting my money's worth. He definitely getting my money's worth. But y'all, it just so I just continue to go on Joe page and be like, I can't believe that it's you, Joe, because I just can't believe it because you want thinking about somebody like that. That's I know that he loved his mom, and I know that um he loved his mother, and he always said that he was never afraid to go if he had to. Um, but still, when you see a great person go, it's hurtful because you be like, why them? It's so many mean, conniving, heartless, hell bound people, hell raising people in this world that kill people, destroy people. Why did it have to be one of the good people in this world? Um, all I can say, y'all, is you know, rest in peace to Joe. I want to give my sincerest condolences to his family. Um, I want to let his sister know that Joe loved you. Joe really did love Tracy, and he loved his Uncle Fred too. And because Uncle Fred always had his back, and it's just so heartbreaking. And I'm trying to keep it together, you know. But I just want to say, life is short, man. Life is too short. Yeah, it is. But 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 one thing about it though, you know, we do have to look at it like, you know, yeah, we only got one life to live. Treat people right, y'all. Treat people with kindness. No, let me tell y'all something. I don't care how much money you have. That's not the legacy you want to leave on this earth. How you treat people, how you respect people, how you carry yourself. Yes. Um, that what matters. I don't if because this materialistic stuff that we live in this world, it don't matter. It don't matter. Let me just be real. It does not matter. All this materialistic stuff in this world. Hold on. Jayla, give him his candy. Y'all about to get in trouble. Whew, Jesus. Yeah. Oh Lord. Oh yes, he did love his family. He loved and he loved his niece, Kyla. He did. He loved his niece so much. Um he loved her so much, his niece, his sisters. He loved them. And as I was stating, love on your people. You never know when it's their last time. Love on them, honor their memory, and give them their flower while they're here sitting on this earth. Because when they are gone, you can never ever get that opportunity to say anything to them again. And that's real. Treat people right. Love on your people. If you love someone, treat them right. It's too many broken people out here. It's too many um people out here just damaging other people. I'm so sick of them. I'm so sick of children, but they minds, and I love them. Anyway, y'all, I just kind of come on here to go cook you the bed. You eating candy? You got enough? Um, but I just wanted to come on here and speak my piece about Joe, the way that and what kind of person that I met, and the person that I got to know. And it just, for the last 2 3 days, I just couldn't believe it. Like, really, he really gone. And I know a lot of people, um a lot of people probably, you know feeling the same way. um but I liked it. I loved him. He was like a brother to me. He was my Aries. I called him my Aries brother because I was an Aries, he was an Aries, and we understood each other. And it just hurts to know that, you know, he'll send me stuff to talk about. He'll, yeah, he did. Cause sometimes like he was like, "You gonna lie?" And I don't know what the hell, I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. He was like, "Here you some, here you some." He just send me stuff just to be nice, and I just be like, "Thank you so much." You know, I appreciate it. And to his family, I'm praying for you guys. I'm praying for closure. I'm praying for peace. that passes all understanding. Um, and he is. He is. Like, sometimes you just be wondering, God, we all gotta do it. Some of us gonna do it. That's the reality. Some of us got to do it. Gonna be, some all of us gotta do it. Some others may be quicker than others, but we all gotta do it. That's reality. And we have to be okay doing it. We gotta be strong in doing it. And like I said, when we leave this earth, what kind of legacy are you wanting to live or leave? I I feel like that needs to be said. What kind of legacy are you leaving when you leave this earth? What you want people to think of you and say about you when you leave this earth? It's some people that's in this work leave this earth. Let me say this in the yes, people do get tired of fighting. I seen for myself how much of a fighter Joseph was, and how he didn't let things defeat him, and he didn't. I feel like he won this situation, even though he may not be here, but he's no longer with us. But he's no longer dealing with the dialysis. He's no longer dealing with whatever it is that was fighting his body. He doesn't. But what type of legacy you want to leave on this earth? Some people leave this earth in the hell that they've been in all these years that they've been on this earth, just hell. Some people leave this earth due to addiction. Some people leave this earth in the hell that they continue to create for themselves. And I'm not I'm I thank God that I just get the feeling that God just gave Joe peace. He did. And I pray that, his family get peace. Um and I just keep saying the same things over and over, but when you get to know people and you know they real and they good people, it's hard to let good people go. It is. We deal with enough BS from narcissistic, demonic people. But when you really meet good people that have good hearts, that love on people, that no matter when you see them, they don't change who they are. They are real life good people. It's hard to meet real people. And some people can fake it till they make it. He was never that type. And it is. Everybody's saying it's very hard. It is hard to meet real, genuine, loving people. Um, and kind. Cause nowadays everybody out to. I ain't gonna say that I am, cause I don't. I'm not one of those people. I'm very strong, and I kind of find my own way. I'm one of those people that really do find their own way. But it's just people out here that use people. It's people out here just for themselves. And that's the legacy they leave behind. They too worried about money and materialistic things. But you can't take that with you. Only thing that you can take with you is your that leaves your body is your spirit. So the and because you know what? Because liars cling to liars. Narcissistic people can understand narcissistic people. You gotta want that change. If you want to be a different kind of person, you gotta work at it. Exactly. Exactly. I'm just every day, y'all. Let's just strive to be kind. Let's strive to be a better person. So when we leave this earth, we can be at peace within ourselves that we have done right by people. That we don't feel like we have done people wrong or made people feel like they're nothing and just continue to mistreat people. I am not one of those people that believe in mistreating other people. I don't. Yeah. Have I cussed some folks out? Have I held a grudge? Yes. We all are human. But do I hold grudges a long time? No. I just don't. You learn how to deal with people that have wronged you. You just forgive them, but you don't treat them, or you still treat them nice, but you don't view them the same, and um, you don't deal with them the same ever. Yeah, kindness. It's a start for me too, because sometimes I'm not so kind, and sometimes I'm overthinking and mistreating because I have been mistreated by other people. But it all starts with you. And whatever I do want to say this: if you don't know God for yourself, get to know Him. If you don't have a belief in that man that sits high, please get you one. Get your own personal relationship with God. He's good to all of us. He's just not good to just certain people. He's good to all of us. If you still got breath in your body and you dealing with something and you need God to help you make it over, take it and give it over to Him. Um, Reason comes out hold the grudge. I'm not one of those people. Like it's so hard. Like even though I say she better, but I don't hold a grudge forever. I just don't deal with you. The grudge. I just won't deal with you. And like I guess I'm just so forgiving person because I have done things that wasn't right and I want that same kind of forgiveness. Jacqueline is laughing at Reese. Child, Reese done said this 1,000 times. She ain't gonna change. She gonna hold this grudge, child. But y'all, like, yeah, like this, when we start losing people and it starts hitting home, man, we 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 have to, and I understand that. I didn't say you had to deal with them. Forgiving is not always for the person, it's always sometimes for you so you can move on. And I can forgive, but You know what I'm saying? There will always be a distance. And I will always have that thought in the back of my mind, like, now I know how to deal with you. I'm learning. But if y'all want to put it in the chat or whatever, what is some of the favorite qualities of Joseph that you guys like? Or what was some of the favorite memories that what was the what was one of a memorable moment with of him? If you want to put it in the chat and share it, that's cool. Like I told you, I gave y'all mine. He used to cuss me out about bringing people around, and then they crazy. You move on it out, child. But I did love Trisha, child. I guess it's just my spirit. I guess I need to create more boundaries. Uh, recently I am listening to that book about boundaries. Um, but yeah, um, I just wanted to come on here and just, I guess, give my condolences and my thoughts on this and how because I did it. I wouldn't feel right without saying something because I actually was kind of like I really was cool with him, and I was cool. I'm cool with both of them. And Trisha, I just thought about what you told me this morning. Yup, last night. It just hit my mind. Ooh, y'all continue to pray for um y'all continue to pray for Joseph's family. Oh, okay. That's good. Yeah. I used to love, I love coffee chat, but I did like Joseph rants because Joseph he used to talk about a lot of life experiences with Joseph rants. He did um, talk about um, you know different life and life experiences. Yeah, this is you wouldn't. This is so unexpected, but God is still good. I'm about to get off the live, but y'all continue to pray for Joseph's family, his sister, his uncle, his cousins, his niece. Pray for Tremail and his peace. And that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. say. Um, that's all I'm gonna say. Um, he really just. I'm just gonna be quiet. I'm just gonna be quiet. But anyway, um, y'all have a good night. I'll try to be live on tomorrow. Um, I did. I'm sorry I haven't been live lately. Um, and yeah, I'm sorry I haven't been live lately. Jamel team did win the championship. I did go to the concert. I enjoyed it. I tried to go live, but child, I was kind of intoxicated and all that, so I really wasn't right. And yesterday was my niece's birthday, so y'all have a good night. Good night to you, Jackie Little Edge. Um, thank you so much for kind of giving me, kind of, you know, being real. Thank you. Because of we wouldn't have met or known each other if it wasn't for Joe and Tremel. So I'm glad to get to know y'all too. And we got to come. Y'all make sure y'all go support Jack and Little Edge. And I forgot your husband's Tyrone. No, you're Tyrone. Um, when did I dye my hair? I dyed my hair last Thursday. I had it pressed out real good, but I'm natural, and this is what it looked like. Please put your husband, because I'm not in the right mind frame. Jack Little Edge. Put your husband's name in the chat so everybody can go follow him. I do apologize, but my mind is not thinking of his page. But we do want to make sure that we all support each other still. Um, so if you want to put his link in the chat, you can. And I'm about to get out of here. Um, y'all, so I definitely want to let y'all know we is getting prepared to go. I am getting prepared. This makes me want to go ahead and do it because of, just trying to live life because life too short. Getting ready to move forward with planning the cruise. I know a lot of people don't like getting on the ship, but that's what I'm gonna do next year is to go on a cruise. That's one of the things I want to do in my life, so I'm gonna go on a cruise. So we're gonna get that together. No matter no way, no how. We're gonna get it together, okay? Um anyway, y'all have a good night. Peace.